Under the scorching midday sun of the Indonesian archipelago. When the sky shimmers with heat as if someone is burning it from above. When the ground cracks open and the wind carries the salty breath of the distant sea. A creature lies motionless beneath a sparse tree. From afar, it looks like nothing more than an ancient boulder left behind from a forgotten prehistoric age. But when those heavy eyelids lift and a cold, sharp glint flashes between the rugged scales, only then does one realize, it is no rock. It is a Komodo dragon, one of the most primal beings nature has preserved. A warrior that seems to have stepped straight out of the ancient world. The Komodo dragon inspires a strange mix of awe and unease from the moment you lay eyes on it. Measuring up to 3 meters long and weighing as much as a grown adult. Its body is wrapped in rough, armored scales like an ancient battlesuit. Every step it takes snaps dry branches beneath its weight, leaving deep impressions in the dirt as if the earth itself must give way to its presence. Its skin is a mosaic of stone-like scales, carved patiently by nature across millions of years. It isn't beautiful in the usual sense, but it carries the cold, powerful beauty of something that has never had to change in order to survive. But the legend of the Komodo dragon isn't built on appearance alone. It lies in how it lives, how it senses, and how it hunts. Lying still for hours, sometimes even days, a Komodo can remain so unmoving under the sun that you might mistake it for a creature deep in eternal sleep. In truth, this is when it is listening, analyzing every shift of wind, every faint vibration beneath the soil. Its forked tongue flicks in and out, like a strange biological sensor, tasting scents of blood, flesh and life drifting from kilometers away. When a deer, a wild boar, or any unlucky creature wanders into its territory, the Komodo will know, and it will wait. The longer the wait, the deadlier it becomes. The moment it launches forward is the moment nature reveals its harshest truth. That heavy body suddenly bursts into motion with astonishing speed, up to 20 kilometers per hour in short sprints. And its bite isn't just a bite. It is a death sentence. Its serrated teeth sink deep. Then it jerks its head violently to tear away massive chunks of flesh. Blood spraying like the opening line of a brutal chase. But the most terrifying part isn't the force. It's the chemistry. A Komodo's saliva contains a cocktail of venom and dangerous bacteria, potent enough to send prey into shock and infection. Prey that escapes? The Komodo doesn't care. It simply follows the scent of spreading blood. Sooner or later, death will finish the work it started. And when it eats, it devours like something that has starved for weeks. A full-grown deer can be torn apart in shockingly little time. It gulps down huge pieces, its throat swelling with each pulse, its eyes blinking lazily as if the violence before it is nothing more than routine. When satisfied, its belly bulges tight under the sun and it will lie still for days as it digests slowly, using the heat of the island as fuel. No urgency, no rush, only the calm of a creature that has spent its entire existence at the top of the food chain. In its world, there is no true enemy. No tigers, no leopards, no lions, only the Komodo, silent, patient, and absolute. It can attack boars, deer, water buffalo, and even members of its own kind when hunger sets in. Its dominance comes not from speed or ferocity alone, but from instinct, patience, and a primitive ruthlessness bestowed by evolution itself. And perhaps the strangest fact of all, female Komodos can reproduce without males. When populations are sparse, a female can still create offspring. No matter how harsh the environment becomes, the dragon finds a way to endure. As if it carries an ancient oath etched into its blood. Dragons will not vanish. Yet even this ancient warrior cannot withstand the world's changes. Forest fires, habitat loss, and a shifting climate are shrinking its islands year after year. Komodo dragon numbers are falling, and for the first time in history, a creature that survived mass extinctions is now trembling at the advance of humanity. The Komodo stands on the edge of uncertainty, a symbol of wild nature being squeezed into silence. And still, when you see it, lying beneath the trees, eyes half closed, breathing slow like a tired old king. You might find it hard to believe that this lazy giant is one of the most efficient predators on Earth. But that is precisely its mystery, the stillness before the explosion. The laziness before the violence. It doesn't need to roar or display its power. Its mere existence is enough to command the respect of the entire ecosystem. And so, across the dry, sun-scorched lands of Indonesia, the silhouette of the Komodo dragon continues to move quietly. Each step it takes feels like a piece of ancient memory stirring awake. It doesn't breathe fire. It doesn't fly. It doesn't thunder across the land. But then you suddenly realize, dragons are real. They simply exist in their own way. Silent, powerful, and so primitive that anyone who witnesses them feels as though they've come face to face with the spirit of a world long gone.